Tell us about what you folks are doing with audience-based guarantees. How's that coming along?
Well, it's obviously something we've been working on for quite a while in terms of trying to figure out exactly the characteristics that advertisers and marketers are trying to focus on. And it's really led us to a process where we're doing optimization. We're optimizing our audiences across the portfolio, and we're able to go back to advertisers then with a pretty pure mix of the targets that they want to reach. It allows us to obviously reduce waste in terms of the kinds of viewers that they're trying to reach and they're trying to communicate with. It also gives us the ability to serve ads that are more relevant to the audience. So, by this we mean that we are looking for shows that generally attract certain kinds of viewers with certain kinds of consumption behavior or psychographic behavior. A good example would be on history. Forged in Fire. These are guys watching that show who love tech, who love gadgets. They may be guys who like to work with their hands and own a pickup truck. So we are able to isolate then an audience for a GM or a Ford where we can deliver a very high concentration of viewers who are drivers of small trucks, pickup trucks. And then, the next step is really to look at third-party data sources like Polk, and then take a cut on those audiences to isolate viewers who will be in the market in the next 3 months because their lease is expiring. So the work that we're doing in optimization is really allowing us to match advertiser needs a lot more closely. And it's also, it's a good thing for us. It's allowing us to get the absolute most that we can out of our inventory in terms of yield management. So it's a terrific win for both of us.
So in the area of attribution and modeling, you've got something coming up. Can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, we've been working with a number of network partners. Some of our competitors. We've all managed to get together and have some conversations really around proving the value of TV and video. TV has, really taken a little bit of an undeserved hit in the last couple of years because digital has always used a model that basically focuses on last click attribution. So a Google or a Facebook, they've been able to tell advertisers that that last exposure to an ad on Facebook or Google drives directly to a click that moves product. What we're looking at doing, and we've been working with a company, Data Plus Math, and they've developed an attribution model, a multi-touch attribution model that we think is a real step forward. And it's simply going to allow us to prove the value and the benefit of TV. We all know that there is some benefit to seeing an ad and to getting a little bit of brand awareness and a little bit of product knowledge. And then a week later, maybe seeing a second ad, and it recalls the whole thought process that was going on within the viewer, who happens to be thinking about the fact that his pickup truck is not working quite as well as it used to. So over the course of a campaign, and that could be a month, it could be a different period of time, there are a series of exposures to ads on our networks, on other cable networks, and on broadcast networks. So all of us, there's a group of about 10 to 12 networks right now that are actively in discussions. We're talking about adopting this model that Data Plus Math has created. And I think that the benefit, and we've talked to a few advertisers and we've talked to the ANA, and we're about to talk to SIM hopefully to get their endorsement of the model. But what this leads to is the ability for us all to get behind attribution modeling and talk about the higher value, the higher return that TV really contributes to an advertiser's marketing campaign.
So you've also got something interesting coming up in terms of VOD and addressability.
Yeah, we talked for a minute about optimization, and optimization is pretty well seeded into the marketplace, and it's a pretty familiar concept to everyone. The holy grail that we've all talked about is really addressability. Putting a specific ad into a specific home or set-top box where we know a certain kind of consumer lives. So when we are able to fuse the data, the set-top box data, with all kinds of consumption or buying behavior data, we then can really address an ad to a user of a certain product, whether that product is a consumer packaged goods product, whether it's dog food, whether it's a financial product. And again, we think that the real benefit here is that you're, if not totally, pretty substantially eliminating any waste that a marketer would be seeing and feeling in their TV budget. And then we think that as we move into addressability, it will be a huge win then in terms of the viewing experience, because we would hope to really be able to reduce our ad loads, deliver a much higher value add for the advertiser, and again create a win-win situation for both of us.
So you're doing this with Comcast, is that correct?
We have a current VOD test going on with Comcast, and we've been in discussions with a couple of other companies who are looking to actually get into the market also of doing national addressability. Local addressability has been around. It's been in the market for probably the last year or two. But moving to national inventory and offering that capability to national advertisers is what's new.